Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Escaping the pressure right to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's it, baby. Here we go, here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
That's gonna be a long day.
Now Burrow. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Burrow. Looking deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Trenton Irwin as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Come on. Hey, 60 Eagles.
Again, it's Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw is Smith. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Smith on first down. Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Mixing up the middle. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 38. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Here we go. 180. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
This is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. Could wind up costing him the ball game.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And some room to roam now. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 32 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to Walker on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, it's Walker. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther Street, Panther Street.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Let's go, let's go.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Smith. Flush to his right. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And his kick is indeed good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Gun. Dot. Too little. 180.
A final shot now for Burrow. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got you. I got you.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Defense. Alert, alert, alert. Here we go.
Allen going to go to the air right away.
Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Smith. And this is going to be intercepted.
Kaiir Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Trucks over him. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
James Cook
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw again on second down. Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Smith. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Rocky started throwing the football, and he's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
They snap it to Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Allen. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary, and he is going to lose yardage here. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Allen. Now, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Smith now to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
We got trips. We got 3. Watch 9. Watch 9. Check pass. Check pass. Check, check.
From just shy of midfield, Smith. Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 49 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Dancing to his left. Uncorks one for Davis. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
On the handoff, this is Walker, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on second down, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And going right back to Walker. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
Ready. Liking 18.
Penny, a first down carry. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll try the air now with Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Check 26, check 26. Check 9, check 9.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score?
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Geno down to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Micah Hyde. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On first down, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Let's go, D. 56 and Mike.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Ed Oliver forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Escaping the pressure. Allen hit. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On second and 15 now. Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
After the interception, here's Smith. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Goodwin. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. It's caught. Lockett.
He's going to have the first down and more than that.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Move. Hey. You got three. Three down. Check number 6. Check. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Allen. Being chased out left. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw, it's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And again, it's Allen. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third and 10. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they wind up getting 13 there on fourth down.
The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Now Gino on first down. This complete to Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fant.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Now a run with Walker.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
And Walker once more.
And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. On fourth down, Smith.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on fourth down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. The carry here for the big tight end.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Here's Allen.
Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to get this back. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on now. Green 18. 57. Here we go. Here we go. 57's the mic.
Cobb in motion right. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
26. Here it comes. Here it comes. 57's Mike.
Here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Jump out.
On first down, Rodgers. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. No gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
57's the mic. All day. All day. Hey, 88. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Now Rodgers. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
He proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second year.
That one caught downfield by Watson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson, 42 yards. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From way up at the 23. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Back to throw, Smith. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Geno. Eluding the pressure right.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Hurry, hurry. Ready.
To the air again, Smith.
All day, every day, any day.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 49 yards.
And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. In motion right comes Cobb. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
These two teams all tied after one. The center receiver in motion to the right. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And complete once again to Watson.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On first down, it's Smith. This is the tight end Fant. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down. Now Smith.
Going right back to Fant.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Throwing on third down, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
70 Timberwolves.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7.
They are going for it. It's Smith. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 31 yards. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
319. 630.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Here's a diving catch right side. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness.
Concrete.
That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement, because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The final shot here before break. Smith looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
From way up at the 23.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles. And
he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Cody Barton there to bring him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Pushes him over.
This one swung out here to Jones.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And it's incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Mike. 57, Mike, 57.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. 57's the mic. Watch people get
Rodgers to throw once more. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
57's the mic.
An inside give to Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Escaping the pressure right.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tunyon.
From 8 yards out, and the Packers have moved out in front.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm. And
he's going to be intercepted a third time. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long